Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Addie. I take being a fangirl very seriously, and that is pretty much what my channel is all about, including like lifestyle and vlogs and whatnot, all that fun stuff. Today, as you can see, we are at my bookshelf, and based off the fact that we're at my bookshelf and the title of this video, you probably know that today we are going to be redecorating my bookshelves. Yay! Basically, I moved into this apartment in January, and I cannot believe it's been 9 full months because today is the second to last day of September, which is genuinely insane to me. Like, what do you mean? If you haven't watched my moving vlogs, you should definitely do that. They were very fun. But that being said, I haven't reorganized this bookshelf since moving in 9 months ago, and you can imagine that I've bought a lot of books since then. So things have gotten a little packed. They've gotten a little crowded. We're a little all over the place. My cowboy romances are right next to my fantasy series. So obviously that's a little weird. We're gonna need to fix that. So I thought, what better time than the present? And I'm trying to be in the fall spirit lately. So in order to add some fall decorations to my room over the next week or so, I need to have this reorganized so that there's maybe a place to add some fall decorations, because right now, like I said, she's a little crowded. This would be a perfect time for some, cute little coffee or matcha, but I have not had one yet today. Shocker, call the police, but I think I'm gonna wait to go get one until I'm done with this video, and then I'm gonna reward myself by walking to a little coffee shop and getting a matcha and reading my book for a little bit. It's currently 10:35, and I would like to be done with this in 30 to 45 minutes. Don't know if it's possible, but we are going to try our best. So I'm thinking, that this is gonna be more difficult. Okay, I think we should start by getting all the little trinkets off. And once we have all the little trinkets off, we can kind of reorganize the books. I'd rather not have to take them all off the shelf if possible. Like, obviously, some will have to come down as things get moved around. But if I could keep the main idea the same, because I don't hate the way it's sorted. The original thought was, like, up here, I have some decorations and then my Holly Jackson books. This is romance. And then all throughout here is kind of like, originally, obviously not right now, don't look too closely, but fantasy, thrillers, fiction. And then over here is, like, specific series and authors, so like Shatter Me, Grishaverse, Lynn Painter, Lauren Roberts, and then ACOTAR, which honestly I'm debating if ACOTAR deserves a spot here. Don't get me wrong, like, no hate against her, but just personally it's not like an obsession series for me, so I don't know if she deserves such a spotlight. Maybe. Okay, let's get all the trinkets off and we will go from there. My friend got me strawberry slippers. Look how cute. Also, this little mic is new. I've used it in like TikToks before, but never on YouTube. So let me know if you like it or if you prefer if I just use the camera by itself, because I wanted to try it for better sound quality, especially because I feel like in my apartment, or like if I'm sitting outside on the balcony or something, there's always like air going by that I can't seem to get rid of. I have all of the trinkets removed except for the little disco ball, which I am just going to leave there because there's no really way to move it, so it doesn't really make sense to take it off because whatever goes there is going to have to fit underneath the disco ball. Let's start by, I think I'm going to remove things that are out of place. So like down here, hold on, you can't see. Down here, we have my Chloe Walsh, Boys of Toman, and If You Had Been With Me special edition, which obviously don't make sense with the rest of the books that are down here. And then I also have this and these on this shelf that don't make sense. So we're gonna take all of that off and see where that puts us. I would like to mention here why specifically I despise when authors change the sizes of their books, or when I have one copy that's like book of the month and the other one isn't, because how do I go about sorting these? Because my Heartless Hunter and Rebel Witch, do I put them together on the shelf? I need genuine opinions here. Like, obviously I'll already have decided by the time this comes out, but I'm willing to move things. So if you think this should be changed, let me know. These are different sizes. Like, do they still go together on the shelf? It stresses me out. Also, I have refused to buy the new Holly Jackson book up until this point, even though I really want to read it, and I probably will this October because her books are good October books, but it's bigger than all my other Holly Jackson books, and this really bothers me because I have bought the hard copy of every book that she's put out, and they look so cute together, and I always am so happy that they always match each other, and I don't have to wait for like, because with Emily Henry, she puts books out in hard copy first, but my first couple Emily Henry books that I bought were paperbacks. Now, every single time Emily Henry puts out a book, I will not read it until it comes out in paperback because I want it to match all my other Emily Henry books, which I feel like is a valid thing, maybe. But like, I don't know what to do about the Holly Jackson situation because it's not like I have to wait for it to come out in paperback. It's the hard copy is the wrong size. My eye is twitching right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I've like really struggled with this information and it's really bothering me. Why? Then I also have, these are a bunch of like journals and notebooks and stuff that were just placed here. Be great if I could find like a specific spot for them though. Maybe we'll get rid of ACOTAR. Sorry, ACOTAR fans. And we'll put all my like journals and stuff right there because these are like, I have these, this is my 2024 journal. I have like a plain one, my reading journal from this year, and then just like a plain notebook that I use to put ideas in. And then I also have like a brain dump journal that I just recently got, my 2025 journal, and my planner. So I feel like that's enough to like fill a little shelf. So that'd be great. So I think it'd be good if we switched ACOTAR out and put all my little journals and my planner in there. So let's start there. Also, we have this bin down here that I'm not going to organize today. I could, but I'm going to choose not to. So I'm going to go get a little duster so I can dust each of these as I refill them. Holly Jackson. I'm gonna put her down here temporarily. I feel like you can't really see up on this top shelf, so there's not really a point of like displaying anything up here. So I think all of the books that I've got on like the tippy top right now, we're gonna see if we can move those down. I'm feeling it. I'm just realizing I filmed a whole clip and I don't think the camera was on. I think I turned the camera on, but I didn't hit record. Anyway, I'm gonna talk loudly. I reorganized the Grisha first shelf and sat everything upright, took off the picture that was here last time and left it off, and then I put this little gold bunny right here that I think is really cute, and I actually have a second copy of Crooked Kingdom that'll go up here when I'm done with my reread, so that'll pretty much fill up that shelf. I'm gonna leave Shatter Me where it is. I think it's fine right there, and I like having these shelves over here dedicated to like specific authors and things, so I think those two are fine. I moved over all the Lynn Painter books. They were on this side and I scooted them, and then I put these over here, and I would like some little trinkets to go up there, and then I did not like the way the Lauren Roberts shelf was looking, so I flipped all the books and I stacked them instead, and then I'm gonna take powerful copies and put them like leaned, I think. No, I hate that actually. Thank you. I don't really like that either though. Well, I really like these ones being stacked though because they're such thick, pretty books, but I don't like that. What about if I put them? No, that's not quite working. Okay, screw the messy stack. Let's do like a clean stack. All right, I feel like that's better. Do we have any trinkets we can put there? Oh, also I'm thinking of putting, no, JK. This, my friend made me a like different ways to say I love you jar, which is so cute, and it has just papers of different ways to say I love you in different languages and stuff, and it's really cute, and I think it matches the Lynn Painter. I think this is where I had it last time, was on this shelf, but I like it being over here. I think that's cute, so we'll leave that. Honestly, the pancake is kind of cute. I just need something to go on that other side to like fill out the space. That almost was bad. My pen jar. You know, I don't hate it. If we find something else that's cuter to go there, great. If not, that's okay too. All right, this is my like stack of pink and like green books over here, and I love it so much. So I'm gonna see if I have any books that add to that aesthetic. Not really. This one kind of matches. Okay, we're gonna keep this as the romance shelf, I think, because it is really cute. Okay, pause. These are fantasy books right here. We're gonna scoot them to the side. I'm moving Fourth Wing down, and then I'm also, oh my god, wait, I found a solution to my Heartless Hunter problem. Taller book goes next to the other taller books, and then when we switch to the shorter books, we just switch straight into, oh my god, genius. All right, okay, Divergent doesn't really go there. Try turning that to like break it up a little, maybe. Okay, maybe Divergent does go here. Okay, I'm gonna put my Lean Her Off. This is my Supernatural like mini replica car. You guys always ask where she's from. She's from Amazon, I think. My friend got it for me, but I found the exact one and I linked it in my storefront, so it should still be there. And if it says unavailable, you can probably just search up the same thing once you find it, and they probably just moved the listing. But I think that this could, you know, I want it to go there, so it's gonna go there. That's just like decided. I'm trying to think, because if I leave the books that are on this bottom shelf down here, I feel like it gets really dark. Like there's a lot of dark covers all together, and I need to break that up a little bit. So my options now are to either move all these books to this shelf and then put these books on this one, or to move those from the bottom all the way to the top, which we kind of already discussed. You can't really always see the books up there, so do I really want to do that? I don't know. All right, we made some more adjustments. Let me explain to you real quick. Up here, I did end up moving these up here, and I actually quite like it. So I take back what I said earlier. I have my Cool Print Special Edition, and then I put just a bunch of like thrillers or like mystery kind of books up here. And then down here, I'm putting currently Boys of Tillman, but I'm planning on moving that up to one of these shelves. And then this is just gonna kind of be a miscellaneous shelf for now as I read more books, but I'm leaving room for like a fiction section or like more of that kind of section because I don't really have a spot for that right now, but I'm really wanting to read some more fiction books. So the only thing is my Shadow and Bone Special Edition has to go on the romance section shelf because it doesn't fit on the Grishaverse shelf, but it is really pretty, so like the aesthetic still kind of matches romance books. I'm wanting to do just miscellaneous down here, and then up here put some of my favorites. So that's what I'm gonna attempt real quick, and I'll let you know how that goes. I'm not gonna address this until we do like the full tour in like 5 minutes, but I have some trinkets left over that we're going to try and put in some spots, but we're not gonna go too crazy. Like the cow Sony Angel just has to go up here, but I feel like this one is cute next to it too. The little bunny next to that. Oh my gosh, wait, I forgot about this. I think she's done. Akatar is getting the boot, I'm sorry. And voila, she is complete. It's a very different vibe than my bookshelf has been the past like 2 times I did it, which was our house in Florida and then when we moved here. But I think I like it. It's fun to change it up, and next time I'll probably switch back to having it more like flowy and chillaxed. But this time I kind of wanted it to look like a full bookshelf, like more committed to the book look. I'm sorry. I wanted it to look more full of books rather than kind of like trinkets and like being a showcase bookshelf. I wanted it to be just for books. So we kind of switched vibes a little bit. Let me know what you think in the comments, but let's get into a little tour real quick. Also, my inspo for this video was kind of just like, you guys always ask like how I decorate my room, how I decorate my bookshelf. Like I can tell you where to buy the things, but you guys always ask like for more info. So this is my decorating process on like how I kind of go about it, and I hope that this helps in some way because I didn't really know how else to like make a video about that because it's kind of hard. And usually like with my room, like I plan out my room decorations over a long period of time, or like it's hard to like I don't know explain it. But yeah, also I usually ask my mom for help a lot. I've mentioned that before, I think, but ask your mother for help because they're usually much better at decorating. So yeah, let's do a little tour. Here's just kind of like an overview of the whole thing, but we're gonna start at the top. I have a plant over here. It's from IKEA. And then starting on this shelf, we have all my Jennifer Lynn Barnes books. So we have the Inheritance Games and then the Naturals. And on top, I have a little mug made from Mountain Paws Pottery that says Vampire Diaries on it, or I Love Vampires. It's so cute and handmade and I love it. You should definitely check them out. And then this little gold rabbit. I got these at Target, I think, like 1.5 years ago. And then I have my Frida McFadden books and then all of my Holly Jackson books. Potentially adding another one if she decides to put it out in the right size hardback. Rachel Gillig and then the Cruel Prince, which are technically fantasy, fantasy, so it's not like all mystery shelf, but close enough. And then over here we have Shatter Me. Please hold, my light just died. All right, let's continue. Like I said, here we have Shatter Me, and then let's move on to this little like main shelf. Okay, right here we have Boys of Tommen. I'm really upset that my first book in this series doesn't have like the ombre spine like the other ones do, because I feel like it ruins the vibe, but it's okay. Then I have Daisy Jones and the Six, and then all of my Sarah Adams books. I really tried to find a way to display When in Rome, but it's kind of hard since it's a paperback, but that is like one of my favorite romance books of all time. Then we have Problematic Summer Romance, Regretting You, One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune, the Lila Sage Rebel Blue Ranch series, my special edition of If He Had Been With Me, which this is from Target. I got it for Christmas for my brother. And then we have Elsie Silver Chestnut Springs series, and on here I have my Lily Bell Sony Angel and my Cow Sony Angel, because I feel like that fits going on top of the Cowboy Romance series. And then my little disco balls from Five Below, and I hung a command hook and put it on there. And then here we have my Grishaverse shelf. I ended up putting the special edition of Shadow and Bone underneath because I just couldn't find somewhere I wanted to display it this time around, but I still think it's cute. And then all of my Grishaverse books and another one of the little rabbits from Target. Moving down to this shelf over here, I just have some of my pretty romance spines. So we have People We Meet on Vacation, Picking Daisies on Sundays, Love in Other Words, Red, White, Royal Blue, Magnolia Parks, and then The Summer I Turned Pretty books. And then right here is a little box that is full of friendship bracelets that you guys have given me at events and concerts and stuff, which I think is just so cool, and I am happy I found a way to display them. Then we just have some more romance books. I did kind of put them in a little rainbow because I think that sometimes a little rainbow on a bookshelf is aesthetically pleasing, so that's what we did. And then we have Summer Broken Rules, May Luna, Wildfire, Dead Romantics, Yours Truly, so a couple Abby Jimenez books, Lucy Score, Normal People, Every Summer After, Girl Abroad, Unhoneymooners, Love of My Afterlife, What Happens After Midnight. And then I have this really cute little candle that has bows on it. I think this is from Home Goods, and then a little polar bear Sony Angel right next to it. And then over here, I already kind of said this one, but we have my Lynn Painter shelf. So I have the little jar that says I love you in different ways from my friend Brenna, another little rabbit, because why not? And then all of my hardbacks, and then my paperbacks by Lynn Painter. Then we have my fantasy shelf. So we have Fourth Wing, Divine Rivals, Heartless Hunter, Lightlark, Nightbane, Adore in the Dark, Caraval series, Red Queen series, Cruel Prince series, and then my signed copy of Divergent. And then right here I have the little Supernatural Impala replica, mini whatever. Okay, and then over here we have my Lauren Roberts Powerless shelf. So we have Powerful, and then the entire series, and then my Pancake Jelly Cat is sitting on top, and then these are all my pins and highlighters that I use for annotating. And last but not least, come all the way down here with me, thank you. Oh gosh, my slippers. This shelf. Ooh. Well, okay. This shelf is kind of just random for right now because I am like really on a reading kick right now, and so I know I'm gonna have some books that are done that I can move from my TBR shelf over to here. So it's not meant to be super cute or anything because I know it's gonna change within like a week and a half. So we have my Flower Bouquet Jelly Cat, a little mini Spider-Man Funko Pop, my Harry's House Love on Tour little house I made, two more thrillers, and then this box has bookmarks in it, and the one below it has all my Sony Angel hippers that I have not found homes for yet. So if you guys have any suggestions on where to put hippers, let me know. And then we have a little frame and a little mirror ball mirror, and I thrifted these little squirrel salt and pepper shakers because how could I not purchase them? I mean, they're adorable. And last, but certainly not least, we have my little journaling shelf now. So these are all my notebooks and journals, and over the years, maybe we'll fill it up with all of my journals and stuff because I plan on doing one every year now. And then we have my signed Elijah Funko Pop and my signed Caroline Funko Pop. So that is my bookshelf. All right, that is it for today's video. My bookshelf is fully redecorated and she is looking so cute. I'm honestly really happy with how it turned out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Like I said at the beginning though, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.